Welcome back to Time Out with Sports Adda for the mid-inning show. And what a show we've seen from the man from England, Josh Buttler. Yash, first thoughts on this?
I don't know. He served a very spicy dish because vada pav has not gone down well to the Mumbai Indians. The
Yeah,
batting that Butler has shown, the masterclass that he has shown, scoring 100, his second 100 in the IPL, and no celebration whatsoever. He was so focused and he was looking to go for a few more runs. But then again, it was a brilliant
yeah,
comeback from Mumbai. But speaking of Josh Butler, Salil, the way he batted, that 1 over, we always speak about 1 over to get the momentum going, and that
one
Thampi
over.
over completely transformed Butler's innings as well because they were struggling. For
Yeah,
Rajasthan, they were 3 overs, 17 for one,
absolutely,
and that 1 over he just went
absolutely.
bonkers on Basil Thampi, and I think that's the end of his career in this year's IPL for sure. Because I think next game you would see Jaydev Unadkat coming in.
Maybe,
I'm sorry to say, but I think that is a change that
maybe.
is likely on the cards.
Well, we'll see that, and we'll take a good look at the scorecard now of the first innings. Bhavik, you think Mumbai has done well to claw back Rajasthan? They were clearly looking at cruising to around 220 today.
Absolutely, yes. The way Jasprit Bumrah showed his class and Taimal Mills chipping in with the couple of wickets at the right intervals and bowling tidy lengths in the death overs certainly stopped Rajasthan from scoring or getting to that certain total of 210 or 215 sort of a total.
Hmm.
Well, I think a couple of batsmen that really missed out would be Yashasvi Jaiswal and Devdutt Padikkal, who went out with soft dismissals. But Yash, how good was Shimron Hetmyer today? Just coming in
Oh,
and maybe he took the strike of Josh Butler, but I mean, how good was he today?
he was fantastic, and special credit to Kyron Pollard as well for helping his fellow West Indian to score those runs. Because the lines that you cannot bowl on the pads to a West Indian, you know, let alone any batsman in the world,
Yeah,
especially a West Indian with that much power that you have. And Shimron Hetmeyer didn't really do a lot. He just timed the ball well and he just put the bad deliveries away. Just we speak of how T20 cricket should be played. He just showed a masterclass. And looking at Butler, I think half the confidence was in him after looking at Butler the way he was
sky
batting.
high.
But Hetmeyer really hit the ball really well. The big sixes that he hit, my goodness, I was really impressed to see that. And he's made a name for himself in the IPL.
Yep. Okay, without delaying it much, we'll go to our first innings predictions and we'll see how we fared there. And
Oh,
the reason I
Guruji!
asked about Hetmyer
Finally,
because Hetmyer thankfully scored more than 30 runs. And
Yes.
yeah, that was due at a point in time. He took a good review as well. But yeah, Sanju Samson could have actually scored out of 50. If you see, most of their decisions or most of their wickets were all soft dismissals, hit in the air and getting out
Yep.
because the pitch is a really, really good pitch to bat on, Bhavik. So you might be fancying Mumbai's chances if they get a good start by their openers.
yes, a lot depends upon the openers, Rohit Sharma and Ishan Kishan. Definitely, they'll look to chase down this total. But then again, I would fancy a Kyron Pollard finish today.
Yeah.
Even a big innings
Hmm.
from Kyron Pollard is a long due for Mumbai Indians, and today is the
Yes.
day where he can come big and score big for the Mumbai Indians.
And looks like a gettable score. Under 200 for Mumbai. Chasing in Mumbai
Correct.
should not be too difficult. It's going to be a good match because Rajasthan have got the goods. And by saying that, we have more predictions for you for the second innings. And here we'd like to go for the second innings prediction. So I'll start again. And we have my first batting prediction would be Ishan Kishan. Is he going to score more than 30 runs? Yes, I think he's going to carry his form and definitely score
Inform.
above 30 runs. He's the informed
Yep.
guy. He scored around 80 runs in his first match. The second prediction will be Trent Bolt. Again, some guy who's going to carry his form from the last match and get 2 wickets. Yes, Trent Bolt has a lot of variations and on pitch that the ball is, going straight off and the batsmen are getting all the perches. I think he'll be the one who can extract something from this pitch. My third and last prediction would be whether the MI opening stand it's going to be in a range of 21 to 40 at least. I think they'll try to set
Yeah.
their eye in because they know that they've got a inexperienced middle order, so they want to spend some time in the middle. Over to Yash.
Thanks, Salil. Now, my first prediction would be a no-brainer. Best batsman for MI has to be Rohit Sharma because if Rohit Sharma scores
Absolutely.
runs, I think Butler's innings would be overshadowed the way Rohit Sharma plays. He's some other level of a cricketer, and white ball, I think it's bread and butter for him. So that's my first prediction, best batsman for MI. The second prediction would be if I look at the bowling prediction, most economical bowler, I would go for Ashwin because he's got the experience in him, and I could well see him bowl in the power play with Ishan Kishan and Tilak Verma, a couple of left-handers in the top four. You could see more of Ashwin, and also
Yeah.
he has got the variety with the carom balls and everything. So he could be the economical bowler that RR could look for. My final
We've
prediction
also
would be
seen Ashwin restrict Rohit Sharma a couple of times, so he
oh
could
yes,
be
he
a good
has.
weapon against Rohit.
Yes, but I'm kind of
Yep.
rooting for Mumbai, so I'm not really fond of that second prediction of mine.
So
The
that
third and
first
final
prediction
prediction.
and the second prediction will have a war in itself.
Yes, they will. They will. I just hope that the first one and the third one goes right. Mumbai Indians to score more than 20 boundaries because I'm completely backing Mumbai to chase this total down. With under the lights, a lot of dew will come into the picture, and also it will be tough for Chahal to grip the ball. Also, they've got Riyan Parag. I don't know if he'll get a chance to roll his arm, but I'm just going as a positive sign that Mumbai are going to chase this total and 20 boundaries are going to be scored in this innings.
Yeah.
Nice one. Good
Over to
predictions.
Bhavik.
Yes, so just as I mentioned earlier, my go-to man for this innings would be Karan Pollard. And yes, I fancy him to score more than three sixes because, of course, it's a long total, huge total, a long chase, and definitely he will have to come into the party. So that's my first prediction.
Hmm.
My second prediction here is Yuzvendra Chahal to be Rajasthan's best bowler. He has this knack of picking up wickets, and then again, there is a small amount of dew that will come into the play, not a whole sum of it, but yes, there will be a spot of bother for them. But again, Yuzvendra Chahal has bowled at Chinnaswamy for a long, long time, and he has that knack of containing his leg spinners. So yes, Yuzvendra Chahal is my best bowler. While my final prediction would be the power play score would be over 40. If Mumbai Indians
Right.
have to stay in this stage, they will have to go all bonkers, and I'm sure they'll score above 40 and not 30, just as we mentioned in the first innings. Not
Well,
30,
I got that
not
right.
a no brainer 30, but
Well,
above 40, yes.
I'll have to give it to both the experts today for making these bold predictions. Bhavik, especially you with choosing Yuzi Chahal purely because Murugan Ashwin got taken for runs on this really flat track. So let's wait and watch. So what do you think should be their strategy when they go into bat? Yes, is it that Ishan Kishan would go after it, or Rohit Sharma should go after it, or will they be playing on the merits of the ball? Because the bowlers are also quite good. You got Trent Bolt and the other quick also before the spinners come
Prasid
in will
Krishna.
will make a
Yeah,
difference.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
Navdeep Saini.
They've got a good bowling attack, have RR. But speaking of white ball cricket, it is a batsman's game. Okay, you have no chance of error as a bowler. You know, you bowl this shot, you're out of the park. You bowl this full, you're out of the park. You bowl this wide, you're out of the park. So a lot of room of error is there as a bowler. And from the batting perspective, like you just said, Ishan Kishan is in fantabulous form. Also, Rohit Sharma, he just needs
Yeah,
a couple of balls to get his eye in. The idea should be not to get Anmol Preet and Tilak Verma in, early on and try to bat at least till the first 10 overs. If these two go, if these two bat until the first 10 overs, I'm sure 120 is going nowhere. And the chase is always on when you have Rohit Sharma and Ishan Kishan out there. The power play is going to be very essential because the field restrictions help you score more runs. But moreover, I feel after the power play, how they bat, because Rohit Sharma has had a knack of getting out before the 10th over. In the history of his IPL, if you look at the innings that he's played
Correct.
very well in the first six
yeah,
overs. But in the eighth, ninth, or the 10th over, that is where he loses his concentration or plays a very rash shot and he gets out. So here he will be his patience will be tested, his skill will be tested, and moreover the temperament with which he takes these innings on his shoulders, that is going to be tested. So a big day for the Mumbai Indians openers, and let's see what happens.
yeah. There's a lot that they have to take care of in their first batting. And Bhavik, just getting to you on the Rajasthan bowling attack, they're kind of playing in the same situation as the previous match. They have to defend a few runs. And do you think they'll go on with the same strategy, or there'll be something different for Mumbai today?
No, I don't think so. They'll apply some another strategy. Of course, this is a more balanced batting unit than what as compared to Sunrisers. But then again, sticking to a particular plan, for a particular batsman, every bowler would have some or the other plans in their minds. Of course, they must have discussed the game plays, the game plans on how to bowl. So yes, I don't see any fancy, strategy going out there. Just basic, as much as simple. They have got the runs on the boards, so yes, just go in there, express themselves out.
Well, pretty much at this point of time, for me, it looks even Stevens. Yash, are you still going with Mumbai chasing this?
Oh yes, no question about it. Mumbai Indians all the way. They have to win this game, and
Mhm.
I really feel that I'm only worried about Trent Bolt. Nothing else. Only Trent Bolt because he's played for MI. He knows he's got Rohit's number a lot of times in the one day format as well when he played for New Zealand. So that's a
Yeah.
worrisome point. But rest assured, I'm quite certain that it's going to be a Mumbai Indians win with Pollard hitting three sixes because I'm
Bhav
backing Bhavik on this prediction.
Bhavik sticking to Rajasthan today?
Halla ball.
Okay, all right. Our experts are going loggerheads on this, and I'm really excited to watch the second innings here, and I'm joining you after that. Thank you for your time, everyone, on Time Out with Sports Adda. We are there on all the social media platforms, and we'll see you at the end of the match. Thank you.